I'm Andrew Newer. I farm with my dad, Lauren. We're here in Waverly, Nebraska. This would be my 5th year farming. It's great working with my dad, being able to have him get up every day, know that I'm coming, have new youth injected into the operation, and see it continue forward. We typically haul soybeans to ADM, both the crush plant and their elevator downtown. They buy the beans, different contracts. If we store any beans over winter, they work with us to get a good plan for the best price at the best time for us to do that.
The soybean starts, the farmers will grow it and they will bring it in to our facility where we will offload it into our elevator. We eventually process that down, take the meats out of it and turn it into meal for animal feed. And we'll take the oil out and then process it down and sell it as human food grade vegetable oil that can be used for baked goods, potato chips, pizzas, anything that you're going to use soybean oil for, it's going to be in there. If you go to the grocery store, you can look on the package, and if it has soybean oil or lecithin in it, it's very likely that it came either from this Lincoln facility or one of the other ADM facilities around the country.
The other part of the oil that has been recent is the use of it for renewable diesel. So now it's fueling some of our tractors, some of our trucks that go across the country.
It's fascinating to see how much soybeans are used throughout everyday life, which is really cool to feel as I'm a contributor into that process.
We work really hard to buy beans directly from the farmer. We want them to be successful. So we work really hard to speed up our dumping capacities, have long hours in the fall, and try to make it as easy as a process on the farmer as we can.
So one of the most important parts really is how locally we're bringing those soybeans in. So we can bring them in from the farms here within 100 miles, but everything that we're going to be sending out is going to go as far as across the country or across the world. But without the local farmers and local distribution network and the local processing that we have, none of that would be possible.
There's a very good chance, if it's a local field around Lincoln, that we're going to end up taking those soybeans, processing them, feeding the protein to an animal that ends up on our plates. We actually export soybean meal to St. Louis. It eventually gets offloaded onto a barge that gets offloaded onto a vessel that ends up going to Latin America and Europe.
The goal is just to help the farmer market their product. Without the farmer success, the ADM can't be successful either. So we just try to help them navigate the markets, sell the best they can, manage some of their risk.
We're doing the same thing that we've been doing for a long time, or we're not looking for the next hot thing that's on the market. We're making food, we're making fuel, we're doing things that are very, very important to everybody every day's life.
Something that amazes me about soybeans is how much focus we've put into soybeans the last few years. It used to be something that was almost an afterthought, and now we continue to put micronutrients into it. We really focus on getting as much yield as we can out of it to make it as most efficient as it can be, because we want the soybeans to put nitrogen back into the ground for corn the following year.
Soil health is very important to the farmer. That's what makes or breaks them, and they take pride in the crop they produce and the yield that they can produce. I love working with farmers because I feel like they're my family, because my family came from the same stock of the people I work with every day. Very often when I talk to a farmer, I feel like I've been talking to my dad, so they're family.